What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Iron Maiden. We're moving to a new album. I've done several Iron Maiden reactions so far. I've done a reaction to each of the first 6 Bruce Dickinson albums. So we're now moving on to the 7th. I have done a couple from a couple of the earlier albums. Nevertheless, I did want to start going through as many of their albums as I can, and then I'll come back and do more tunes from ones that I've already reacted to. Nevertheless, we're going to listen to the title tune of the Fear of the Dark album. I think a lot of people rightly love this song. I know the live versions are some of the most amazing things ever. I completely get that. I respect that. As I've mentioned, though, in a couple videos on this channel, I'm walking a sort of different side of the street. I'm reacting to physical media. I'm celebrating the artwork. And the discs and sort of the whole package that comes with physical media. I got nothing against digital tracks or nothing against reacting to other YouTube videos, but I spent my whole life collecting music. I have a lot to say about it. I've been doing that on Discogs under the name Mr. Tom Servo for a long time, but in recent times I've sort of been encouraged by some people that I've been talking to for quite a while to sort of do what I was doing on Discogs in a different format. So that's why I'm here in the first place. Nevertheless, we're going to listen to Fear of the Dark. As I said, this album is originally from 1992. I believe this is the last one before Bruce Dickinson left the band, before coming back for A Brave New World, which was, what, 2000 or 2001? So this is the last one he was there for about a decade. Adrian Smith had already left the band by this point, but it's cool, you know, some of those live performances that I mentioned. Once he's back in the band, it does seem like he very much enjoyed playing in this song. So, nevertheless, like I said, we're going to listen to the Fear of the Dark song from the Fear of the Dark album. This is 1992. Not only to shift gears very quickly, change tempos, atmosphere, and so on, but they're like atmosphere setting unrivaled.
I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park, when the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near.
Again, part of what fascinated me with Iron Maiden when I started to listen is there was like a vulnerability in some of their lyrics that I found surprising and very interesting. Pointed out on this album, he sings with a lot of raps. Be Quick or Be Dead, I think you notice it more than any other, but you can hear it here too. Still hitting the vibrato, but... that's a ubiquitous human experience. You've all had that moment where like, shit. No? There's really no one there? Alright. I love that shit. tempo shifts, like just seamless. Oh, there's another one coming right. Great riff. Got filthy at the end of it. Oh my god. Is this Murray? This is Murray, right? No, that's Murray. That's Murray. I think Gers was the first one. I think that's Murray. And then in the live shows recently, again, Smith comes in on this part too. Guitar riff is so great. It's simple but effective. Again, the tempo shifts, just flawless. Better safe than sorry, right? Most beautiful bookending of a metal song I've ever heard.
When I'm walking the dark road, I am a man who walks alone.
There's been a few times in the last few years since I first heard this song that I found myself on, a poorly lit alleyway or dusty road where I've said, you know what? I wish I wasn't alone on this dusty road right now, but I do love that. And I love the way the song begins and ends, but I also love the way Bruce fades it, like I am the one who walks alone. I love that. So yeah, it's just a brilliant song. I love a lot of songs on this album, but this is one case where I think the title song is the marquee track on the album, which isn't always the case. Sometimes I do think there's like the 8th or 9th track of the album is actually the best one. But this case, I do think, although this is the final track, so, it depends on where people, how they construct the album in terms of chronology or sequence. But it's not always the case that the title track is the best song, but I really think it is on this album. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if there's another one that you really, really like. I mentioned before, there's not a bad Iron Maiden song. When I went through their albums, I never really found myself saying, I didn't really like that one. If anything, there were a few where I was like, yeah, it was pretty good. Nothing like super crazy. And then the next song would start to be like, oh fuck, this is super crazy. But again, I'm a huge fan of Be Quick or Be Dead. I also like Childhood's End a lot. Afraid to Shoot Strangers. Like, there's so many cool songs on this. So yeah, we'll come back for more on this one. I do want to mention though, as I said, my plan is to, maybe do one or two from some of these albums, but to go through all of them. And then once I've done that, I'd like to go back through and just start picking and choosing different tunes from the different albums, maybe, including taking requests if some of you out there want to hear particular reactions. But yeah, that's my plan. So I've been working my way through. We've done at least one on the first 7. Brave New World sits next, so hopefully I'll get to one of those soon. Let me know if there's a particular song on Brave New World you'd like to hear. Nevertheless, I really do appreciate the people watching. Up the irons and have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Peace.